Hey guys, I'm gonna make a new video on playing Sheik in neutral using Captain Falcon. This will be pretty similar to my other VOD, like Falcon versus Falco. So yeah, let's get to it. General overview. Sheik is definitely really annoying in neutral, but there's a lot of spots for like counterplay, and that's gonna be like the crux of my guide. You know, on top of like the counterplay on neutral, like Falcon has like a really strong punish edgeguard game on Sheik. Sheik being like a semi-floaty, like Falcon kind of destroys her when he opens her up. My personal preference is playing the person's like the Sheik's habits. Like every not just every Sheik, every player playing the game has their own flow. So I like seeing like which options they like to use and then forming a game plan around that. And that's usually how like me and Nun play against Sheiks. Nun's probably more so than me. Sometimes I'll like defer to like zoning or playing it safe sometimes. But Nun's more about like just like downloading them and then going all in. And the opposite spectrum is like Wizzy, who always tends to play like a Smash 64 playstyle of spacing and just heavy punish game. So there's a lot of ways you can do it, but I prefer seeing like what choices does this guy like to do, and then like doing a game plan around that. Okay, so just like playing Spaceys or other like tough top tiers, like there's a lot of close range situations where Falcon just doesn't win. Why? Because of like the general move speed and priority that certain moves have, and Sheik has like a good number of those. Like yeah, some spots are unwinnable, so there are moves you have to respect. Let's get into like playing Sheik. Like forward air is like a no-win zone. If you try to like fight forward air, usually you're not gonna win. Getting hit by forward air when you're blocking, not great either. It's too fast and easy to like fall back, like jab, down tilt. So to me, it's like a no-win zone, like more than 80% of the time. And I personally do not like trying to like brute force my way through this situation, especially if they hit you like behind. That's like even worse. You're blocking, they hit you from behind. Falcon's at a shield from behind is like even worse than in front of him. So yeah, don't always try to like just fight it. If you know it's gonna come out, like you should just let it go. In my opinion, maybe you can like do some CC and like base follow up, but you don't have to. To me, you don't have to. It's best to like not force it at all in those spots. Some other things are like Sheik's like platform camping. You know, it's playing like the outspace game. Back air is a pretty annoying one too. If you can get like hit by the weak one, then there's possibility for counterplay. But if they're just like outspacing you, getting the strong hits, then if you try to like, you can't really beat the situation unless you catch him slipping like before the move comes out or something. But when the move actually comes out, very hard to beat. Not maybe as bad as say like forwarder, but yeah, getting hit by the strong hit. Weak hit, there's definitely a way to like a reasonable chance to like CC and counterplay it, but not the strong hit. Another very hard to beat move is up tilt. A lot of people, the common follow up after they land an aerial on you and you're shielding or not is to up tilt, and very hard to beat. There is ways to counter it. For example, between first and second hit, you can actually grab Sheik, but pretty difficult. But definitely worth learning if you have like the presence of mind and to pull it off. Not a lot of Falcon players do. Yeah, let's showcase it. Yeah, if they're really close to you, you can like grab in between hits. But you gotta kind of know that they're gonna up tilt, and you gotta be close. Can you grab them after the second hit? Not really. The timing is not there for you to, unless you get kind of lucky and they don't do something right away. The frame advantage is just not on your side. So the counterplay to this move is definitely in between the hits. But that being said, it's hard. They have to be really close to you, and they can just do another move, like even straight grabbing you. So, and the smarter Sheiks will just not. They'll just choose to up tilt like in a slightly better spot. But yeah, in case you're in that situation, you can like just grab them. But usually it's more like they landed behind you and they up tilt, and it's just impossible to beat. But yeah, so some spots you just have to respect and not try to like brute force it. Good counterplay. Crouch canceling is amazing because it doesn't just reduce like the damage you take, but allows you to be aggressive and counter like some attacks that people do in general. And Sheik definitely has a lot of moves that you can like beat out in that respect. You can just choose to ignore it and just play like a outspace game. Like Wizzy tends to like just want to outspace you and beat you that way, but I think your overall neutral game, if you incorporate CC, and then it becomes like a really solid mix-up heavy game. It becomes a lot trickier to for Sheik to you know, get the download and have a beat you in neutral constantly. And I'll go more into it in a bit, but let me just show like some examples of that. Very common one is the Sheik like forward tilts. Like most Sheiks will definitely like spam forward tilt on your face, so you can like get hit and immediately grab, even if you're like kind of far away. Or you can just outspace it. The crouch definitely helps anyways, just in case you get hit, and just like time your approach. But point being, CCing is good, and even if like you don't want to necessarily counterattack, it's just good for like not getting like destroyed by the pop-up and helping you get away. What are some other tricks you can do? 20 gestures like to hold C-stick down and like dash around. Try to counter that way. I don't really, it's not my style of holding C-stick down, but because Sheiks can't really beat CC cleanly at low percents without like grabbing, it's pretty viable for like a long time. That's Sheik's overall weakness. She doesn't have like Falcon Stomp or a Fox Drill. So CCing is the way to like reduce damage or potentially counterattack. Falcon's tools aren't like necessarily the greatest compared to like other characters, but you should still think about it for sure and use it. So yeah, if you don't want to go for CC, you can play more like Wizzy. Study Wizzy's game plan, his punish game, I think it's suboptimal, but his punish game is really consistent and strong enough to work through his playstyle. So, and he's beating like world-class Sheiks. So if you want to play more like Wizzy, that works too. It's just not the way I want to teach or want to play. Okay, so now I want to just go more into like the moves. Already talked about like forward air. I think it's a move you want to respect almost always. You can still CC and like get away, but it's a move. It's like a no-win situation move in my opinion, more often than not. If you know a way to beat it, feel free to like comment or tell me, but I haven't found one really. So let's look at ground Sheik options. Yeah, probably the most spam move is Sheik's forward tilt, right? There is a window to like go in after they whiff or you CC, like I showed earlier. Very hard if you're not on point. CCing is seems to be more free. You read it, you can do that. Even like side B it. There's some risk with side B. Some Sheiks will like forward tilt while holding down while forward tilting. So you side B, then they'll CC and just like grab you after. But some Sheiks will get caught off guard. Depends on your opponent. If you're blocking at close range, you can up air a shield. In case you didn't want to like you're blocking. Naring is kind of weak. Same reason because it's side B. Like there's in case you're like CCing like the first hit will they can CC and then hit you after or tilts whatever grab. So up air is my go-to here. So yeah, forward tilt's probably the most spam move, and honestly, it's probably one of the easier ones to counter. So it's very important that you have a solid way of beating that. Like most Sheiks will like automatically, oh, you're kind of far away from me. I'm just gonna forward tilt no matter what. So with punishing or you know, CCing it goes a long way. Down tilt at high percents. It's got to be pretty damn high, especially because of CC on Sheik's part. Falcon's jab clanks. Interesting to note. In case you like you want a single jab, time it perfectly. It clanks and it's kind of hard to do here, but when you play Sheiks in like tournament or whatever, you'll find your jabs clank a lot, and you basically want to immediately CC because they're probably just gonna keep matching A and forward and forward tilt you. Not like it's gonna match A, match forward tilt. So you clank, immediately like duck or block, and then you get a free opening off the clank. So most important move to beat, arguably, the forward tilt. Okay, let's go into like up tilt. Once again, you gotta the window is like in between hits, pretty hard. If not, you have to kind of respect it, or you might get lucky after the second hit, but it shouldn't ever really happen. So pretty close in line with like forwarder, and like it's a move you want to respect, and especially hit you like from behind. It's like a no-win zone. This is like horrible for Falcon right here. Just get out of the situation. If you get hit by the move, you want to have good DI on both hits. Try to DI up and away. Good SDI. Why? So they don't like up tilt you then grab you or whatever. Up and away is good. So yeah, a very tough move to beat, but it lacks the range of forward tilt, so. And there's at least some kind of counterplay. Not like a fantastic one. There is Nair. The CP here doesn't do a sick job of Nairing because Sheiks usually Nair like instant Nair rising up. So let's try to like find a way to like beat Nair. Honestly, it's really tough and awkward to punish, but you can like bait it out by blocking it on the way up, and then like now Sheik is like in this position as you CC'd or blocked it. She's just like kind of chilling above you, and that's really the window to punish like Nair heavy Sheiks. Some Sheiks love spam aerials, so that's when you gotta be more like willing to block or CC. See, Nair doesn't hit on the way down after you hit him on the way up. So, getting hit on the way up, that means Sheik's wide open. Down tilt. Whoops, wrong characters. Very annoying move to try to also beat. It's very fast, slow cooldown, and if you're not very close to Sheik, the grab just straight up misses. So a lot of these moves you got to be mad close. They down tilt, up tilt you. Having some shield DI towards them could help. But yeah, only really applies when you're close to them and facing them. But you know, a Sheik does a lot of down tilts next to you, up tilts, then you can be more ready to get the grab. So yeah, just a general overview of her moves and like whether you should counter. Is it counterplay? Should you respect it more? Hopefully that helps you out. I want to talk now about like the styles of Sheiks that player. I'd say most common Sheik meta is doing like holding down, forward tilting or up tilting in response. Like they want you to like come in with like a weak hit, and they tilt you or grab you out of it. Forward tilt's a bad choice. Like this is like the most common mid-level, high-level Sheik gameplay. They just want to like wait for you to come in, CC if they have to, and then like counter with the tilt or grab. I guess these people you gotta not use move choices that are CCable really, because they're so ready to grab or counter you. This is when you want to do more like YOLO stomps as Falcon, sometimes, or do the whiff punish on forward tilt, or you know, have your own run-in CC mix-up game. Do you want to like Nair in as Falcon? Not really. Even the second is like kind of easily CC'd and countered. Some Sheiks just like to raw duck. Like you play Spark, he'll just fucking duck, not giving a single shit. So Kind of the same deal as the last second CC style, except you know what his game plan. So if anything, it's pretty similar. You can like beat it with stomps. Knee is still kind of risky, especially at lower percents. Even if you have a good connect. When they hold duck, they usually like to dash grab out of it. Tilts off getting hit, or if you're next to them. That's the way Spark likes to do it. And similar Sheiks, Captain Face rolls even. So pretty similar way to beat that is the first defensive Sheik meta, this one. Similar style of beating it. It's all about the bait out or using moves that counter CC, like stomp, if you want to like go in with the move. There's a more aggressive aerial heavy Sheiks. And mix up aerials and yeah, some Sheiks are very aggro. Once again, you gotta respect the forward air, space back air. There you can like, if you hit on the way up, whether you're blocking or you CC it, she's opened up. Usually when I play like these styles of Sheiks, kind of rare, but there are those who play a Sheik this way. You can kind of come in more with like flying knees at them, because I catch them on the way up as they jump. CC the nairs, but it's never like pure aerials, you know. It's like they like nair and forward airing, whatever, but they'll always most likely tilt after. So that's like the counterplay really, after they'll land, more often than not. Or you like you kind of catch them as they are jumping. Couple other styles I'll talk about. Very important not to say you're the Falcon. This is a pretty common trend where they hit your shield and they can like dash back and come back in. So it's not great to be shielded in front of Sheik at all. You just want to avoid getting hit really. Or you want to escape if you're forced into shielding. There's like the jab. I guess you can grab and jab right away, but you know, moves like forward air, you can like, they can do that. So just be wary about the situation. Really know if they fucked up before you go for a grab, you know. Some Sheiks, some crappier Sheiks like to just YOLO dash tech. Honestly, not that bad, especially if they cross you up. Or they hit you and you caught off guard, you get popped up. Counter that with like a, you know, fade back stomp. Just block it. Zoning nairs are not bad. Can be CC'd though. Some Sheiks like to dash tag cancel grab. Just quickly try to get you. And yeah, those are like the different styles of Sheiks you generally witness. Really important thing is do the Sheiks like to instantly mash CC? Say like their moves whiff, do they CC right away after they know they're gonna get hit and try to counter you after, or if they miss a move, are they caught off guard and they don't CC? Why does it matter? Because aerial heavy Sheiks, they tend not to want to be holding down. If they had the style of like doing this, they're probably not gonna hold down as much. So moves like side B, like Falcon, are more likely to get a clean punish against people like this. But if they're more grounded Sheik, like most Sheiks, you know, you kind of don't want to do moves that are CCable. Gentleman is like, sometimes gentlemaning a Sheik is good, but if they always hold down in response, then you don't want to do it. That's something you want to like pay attention to. Does Sheik, if he's caught off guard, you know, CC, or are they popped up? Something you want to really understand as a set or game progresses. Yeah, so when it comes down to it, I love playing the player, and Sheiks tend not to ever mix it up. I play Sheiks, bad Sheiks, really good Sheiks. They usually only have a one-dimensional play of dueling Falcon. Defensive, like grounded, aerial heavy. They tend not to mix it up ever. So once you get the download, it's usually a lot more neutral openings or being safe in general. Again, Falcon does not beat Sheik in neutral, but there's counterplay in certain spots, and Falcon's punish is amazing. So that's basically what equalizes the matchup. You know, always be ready to have good defense when going for moves. Get hit by Sheik up tilt, always like a DA up and away on both hits. Things like that. It's good defense. When you go for the YOLO plays, like YOLO stomp, you gotta be ready to have defense in case they tilt you, forward tilt you. Just be ready to DA up and away, so they don't just grab you for free after. So yeah, that's basically my tips for fighting Sheik in neutral. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.